When you have the capacity, please start buying real estate. Start buying property, whatever you know it to be, whether land, apartment, or houses. Especially when you have what we call monies that may be seen to be you're not putting to use at the moment. Have you ever had a friend call you to say, please, can you lend me that 2 million that you're not using? Now, if you have that type of money, you want to start putting it into real estate. You see, the thing about real estate is that whatever property you buy now or today will not be of the same value in 6 months' time, in 1 year time, and so on. So instead of putting your money in places or things that will not give you value, instead of that celebration, that gratification, that big party you're planning that is not really necessary, you can put that money into real estate. There will always be a good day for you to celebrate. Now, this is not me telling you what to do. This is me saying this is what you can do to create much more opportunities for yourself. You can enter a property transaction with what we call payment plan. Yes, you don't necessarily have to, the 100% to make payments now, especially when we have developers that are open to opportunities and that are open to making property acquisition seamless for buyers today. So for a property of 10 million, you can make or start your purchase with an initial deposit of over 20%, 10 to 20%. You can also spread your payment plan for a period of 6 months, 12 months. Now, if you have the money to pay outrightly, outright payment gives you the advantage not to pay certain interest, and it gives you access to take possession once your payment is done. Now, for people who have paid for properties, please take possession of the property. It is one thing to pay for a property, then it is another thing to do what? To take possession of your property. Start with perimeter fencing. You could do a corner piece, and after a couple of months, you go doing fencing, and you continue in that order 1 code 2 3 4 5, and before you know it, you're done with your fencing work. You probably want to put a gate, and then you now get into the planning to develop. For those of you who want to build your own residential home anywhere, whether in the village, in town, you have to start with your structural design. Your structural design entails the architectural work, the drawing of the house, the mechanical design, name them, and all of that. And when you have that, you can begin to talk about your approvals. And after your approvals, you can get your engineers to start their preliminary work on site. And before you know it, you started a project.